All right, good morning and welcome back to our channel Apprenticeship. Today remains the 18th of November 2025, and we thank the Lord once again for bringing us into the dawn of another morning. A couple of days now, we've been having some series of live after disbursement, and the series is continuing this morning. And I think it's been quite very interesting to know what you need to do to invest on so that the money can multiply and also be sustained. It's on the lee of that we have this morning again Mr. Anonymous, who is out to give us an insight into what are your plans, your investment plans. What do you intend to do with these funds? I think it's important to listen to the fourth series on this trail. Thank you very much. This is Princess. In case you are new, do kindly subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss out on vital updates. We love you and always we would be. Pay attention to this.
Good evening, grand community. I come your way again this 17th day of November 2025. Today is the day 4 of our Life After Disbursement series. We started with the introduction in day 1 where I told you why I had to do this and the need that I felt in my heart. Now, on day 2, we talked about contents versus the container, how you can develop your wealth mentality so that you do not put new wine in old wine skins, like our Lord Jesus Christ said. Now, on day 3, which is yesterday, we talked about safety first, the things you need to do starting from the first minutes of alert, to remain safe. And here today, we have come to day 4, and what we're going to treat today is what exactly do you want to invest in? When the rain we are expecting lands, what exactly do you want to invest in? Some time ago, I was teaching a group of bankers, and some of them told another person in Igbo, "Nanum na motor business na ego." And I interjected. I said, "It's a lie. Motor business na ego. Motor business na ego means that motor business spends money. The motor business na ego means," I told them, "No, it's a lie. Motor business drains your pocket." Now, and I calm down to start explaining to them that every business gives money, every business takes money, depending on who is behind it and how the person runs it. So today, we're going to start with what you can invest in. Now, I'm not going to tell you invest in motor business, invest in this one, invest in that one. No, I cannot advise you that. What I can advise you to invest in, when you develop it yourself, you run with it, and then you face anything that comes, since it came from you directly. Okay, so how do you know what I want to invest? First of all, I will advise you invest where you have passion for. What do you like doing naturally? What do you love doing naturally? What skills do you already have? What have you been thinking? How I wish I have money, or I would have done this, I would have done that. Again, what experience do you have already? You must have been doing 1 or 2 things. Life pushes you here, you go here, you gather one experience. These experiences are not bad. These experiences are not waste. This can guide you. I have a brother who has been involved in block industry work in one way or the other. If he has this money now as a way of side hustle, if he has this money now, I will advise him, not that he must go and do it, but I'll advise him to go for the best block making machine in China. And of course, you know how if he runs it and runs it because of the experiences he has had already supervising people who mold these blocks. Because of the experience he has had, he can go into it full blown with best machines ever. You understand? So that is just that. So look at the areas you have interest in, or you have developed a little skill on, or you have had a little experience in. These are the areas that you might think towards investing in. And again, don't ask people where you should invest. Another, should you give somebody your money to invest? Nigeria is too tough. That anybody who gets any money, any slightest chance, the person will run with it. And people, like I said, will come and tell you they are gurus here, gurus there. There are no gurus, so they will talk you, and then just to get the money from you, and then you start hearing other stories. So please, these are the areas you have to look around where you need to invest. But then I want to proceed to give you practical tips on how to invest if you have chosen where to invest. Now, tip number one is don't rush. Learn first. Take your time to understand the business. If you don't explain it clearly, if you can't explain it clearly, please don't put your money in there. That is why some people take time and do business proposal, business analysis. In that research, you get ideas, things you have not known before, what competitors are doing. So take your time to understand the business very well, so that you can, even if you close your eyes, you can explain it very well. Like I said before, it could be an area you have had experience in. It makes it easier, but don't take anything for chance. Remember, if it sounds so good to be true, don't go there. If it sounds so good to be true. Okay? Then another tip is that you might need to disguise and learn. Join a company that is into what you want to go into. Learn from them, depending on how much time you have. But I suggest you go and bend down. Don't even let them know your mission. It is only you who know your mission. They might be paying you and be paying you peanuts. No problem. Even from that peanut, give people tips to work in other areas, different departments in that company or in that organization. By that, you will learn a lot of things. How they do this one, how they do this one. Ask questions. Ask questions about this machine, this machine, this machine. Ask questions everywhere. Know everything about it. These guys, you could work for 1 month, it could be 2 months, 3 months. But remember, all this time, we will still come to that. But then you have fixed your money somewhere where it is safe. And then you have the ones that can just make you comfortable. And you are learning. Nothing beats practical experience. Nothing beats learning. Practical learning. Disguise yourself. Join them. Even if they're not paying you anything or they're paying you little, just pretend. Give people tips to teach you how they do this in this department. Give another person. Sometimes they will allow you to be doing the job for them and they'll be happy with you. Even without giving them any tip, they'll, this man is doing my job for me. But now only you know your mission. Let me end this one by reminding us of the Igbo apprenticeship system. You know, a boy will go and stay under a master, boy. In fact, somebody has even, I read sometime that even Harvard University is adopting that system of business, of building a business. So we don't know what to have. Somebody else wrote a project and called it, titled it University of Nkwonewi. What do they mean? The boy will go and join his master and become a boy, serve the wife, clean the house, wash plates, sometimes cook food. Early momo, he has finished all these things, he will rush to market, and then the master will introduce him to his suppliers, his merchants. He will do all these things. Sometimes he will have junior apprenticeship. He will learn leadership. He will learn they will learn all these things, how to lead other groups of people. You know, after some years, they may say 5 years, but within 3 years, he has learned the market too. The master will go and open a shop for him somewhere. It is still the master shop, but he will just be handling it. And he will be delivering money. The master will be giving him goods. He will be delivering money. It will be like the master's extension. But it is him running it. By that, he has known everything, the intrigues, the A to Z of the business. Where you go, you get goods, best of the goods. Where you go, you get this one. Where you go, you get this one. The various markets that you go, the seasons, and all these things. He learns it and learns it very well. Then after the agreed time, the master we settle him, get a shop for him, and open and give him goods or give him money to stock up. Now the advantage is that he has learnt it and learnt it very well. Even some suppliers can give him goods on credit. They supply him goods on credit because they know he knows it. So that is the apprenticeship system. This is exactly what I'm recommending. If you can, go and join a company that is into what you are doing. Study them. They will be your competitors at the time. Study them, study their marketing system, study their production lines, study everything about it. If possible, work in every department. You are learning, you are absorbing a lot of things. So that is it for that. Then the next tip is build a strong financial foundation first. First of all, you pay off your debts now and have peace in that area. Then keep away emergency funds. I call it life assurance fund. In fact, not even emergency, build a life assurance fund. Invest in treasury bills, high quality mutual funds, federal government bonds, FD in good commercial banks. The other time, one of our admin was giving us analysis of what you can do to keep a life assurance fund. Assuming you have 2 bags or even 1 bag, and then you take away the portion that is meant for community project. The remaining one, you can now take a reasonable amount and fix. That one alone will be generating something that even while you are learning, while you are trying, something that you can use to feed yourself. You live large, comfortably. Imagine you fix just 200 meter, at an interest rate of 8%, or let me even say even 5%. If you calculate it, I have not done the calculation now, but if you calculate it, I'm sure it will deliver millions. That one is sure. While you are still making preparations, you're already earning heavily. So that is it. Keep away these funds, and then before you start, and remember, you don't test the depth of a river with both feet. If you want to test a river or a stream, is this one deep? You don't carry your 2 feet and go and put there. You test with one now, so that if the thing is getting bearable, you jump out. In the same way, don't carry everything you have to go and invest somewhere. Take it bit by bit. Learn from it. Don't jump from place to place. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Don't be a jack of all trades, master of none. Concentrate, learn, make mistake there, correct your mistakes, and move on. You understand? So that you don't just try here, try here, try. Then when you have moved on and you have seen that things are moving in that direction, you may still make other mistakes, correct and move on. Even if you lose the initial money you put, you have learned some mistakes. You have learned some invaluable lessons, you know? And then start diversifying a little bit. When you have solidified where you are, you can now start diversifying to related products or related things. So, but at least you have made some mistakes, some management mistakes, and then which you would have learned from. Okay, so that's about that. Another one, consider real estate. I also watched a video where somebody said that everybody who become a billionaire has some parts of his investments in real estate. Now, in real estate, I want to advise buy prime properties depending on what you have. I already have a prime property in the town where I live. I already know the price. You know, I keep saying when the alert comes, I know the first 10 calls I'm going to make. And by the special grace of God, in the next, within the first 1 week, I would have done some reasonable things, you know. But not just prime. You can buy empty lands, especially in places that have high growth potential. You can buy from there, but you can buy from reputable developers. And then another important tip here under real estate: verify titles carefully before buying. Some of us don't know how CFO looks like. Try use a reputable lawyer. Don't mince money or don't look at how much am I going to pay now. At the long run, you benefit from it. At the long run, you gain. Another one: don't buy and wait. Buy and occupy. I had a friend, somebody who bought land through me some time ago, and he paid part of it. And then he has not paid all. They have not even done signed the agreement. He said he gave me money to go and get boys to level that place. That's one. To know if anybody will come and ask question. Two, the next level, he now sent me money to go and buy, I think either 1 or 2 trips of sand and put it and deposit it there. All these things are strategies. I have learned from it. I've had a little experiences, and each time I keep storing those experiences. What did he do? What is the implication of what he did? If that land has any issue, he will know ahead of time. It will not just be the small money he paid. And then we did it, and after a week or 2 or 3 weeks, I've forgotten. Nobody came to say, this is my land, this one. And he now paid and then signed the agreement. Okay, if they will not allow you to do that, no problem. If you have done all your due diligence, as you are paying, move in immediately. Some people also, they even as they are paying, they're signing, assuming they're doing it on the land, a tipper is bringing in sand. Occupy immediately. Don't wait for tomorrow, next month. Avoid stories that touch the heart. You are buying a land, especially a vast land in the bush, a farmland kind of. As I buy, hey, start creating road, start making noise. You are buying from a community, start building roads at least. Then blocks, as you are talking, blocks are coming. This is how some people do it too. I've learned from it. If you buy a land, for instance, that is in the town, I've also learned this from my friend, that is inside the town. You might need to put something like shop in front immediately. Just do anything to occupy. Don't wait and leave it empty land. And all of there's some places you can't even do it for for 3 months. So, and before you know it, there is wahala. Another person they have resold. Some of us who grew up in Enugu, we know now how it happens at Nike area. Before you know it, they have sold it again, no, and they'll say, "Come, let's give you another land somewhere, maybe inside." It happens everywhere, not just Nike. It happens everywhere. Sorry for any Nike person that will be listening, but that is what happens now. You know, it happens everywhere. In Delta, it's even worse. In some place, anyway, let me not just start mentioning names, but then I'm sure you have learned what I said. Okay, then another one that is like it is work with professionals, even in land or in business. Look for licensed financial advisors. It's hard to come by because here everybody claims to be professional, you know. But look for licensed financial advisors. Look for good lawyers. I said it before, reputable lawyers in terms of land and business deals. Look for a tax consultant. I also mentioned, by January next year, the new tax reforms takes effect. I'm still studying about it. I have a customer who also wants to find out what are the implications for big business owners with small margin who do big turnover with small margin. I'm still studying about that. Look for qualified recruitment companies for hiring. They already know the questions to ask, they know the tests to ask for a particular skill. Don't just do it alone. Don't do it on sentiment. This is my brother. Sorry, this is my friend's son. My friend is late now. I am very pained that my friend is no more. Okay, so let me give his son work. La foul. Please don't do that. Help in the areas you can help, but not for them to come and chook head in your business. So that when they make a mistake, you, out of sentiment, you not punish the person. That is unprofessional. Another one, please, in terms of business, please, as much as possible, avoid your relatives in your business. Remember, I told you yesterday that you can settle them if you still have some money to buy some slots for them. Good. If you can't, when you get your own, when you remove the money for community project, the remaining one, make accommodations for them. Let them go and hustle on their own, and not to come and pack themselves in your own business. When they will commit fraud or when they will do something that they need to be punished, or even their boss, assuming you are not their direct boss, if they do something, they will think, after all, this my brother now, you know, go do me anything. Please let us avoid that. Look for professionals, but help your relatives. Let them start on their own. Guide them to start on their own. I've told you of a brother, my brother, who has an idea in this block industry. I might not do it myself, but I'll guide him to start. I have another one. I think I said it yesterday. Who while in school learned how to do paint. He paints houses. After school, there was no work. After service, he went and learned it. I told him, go. I didn't know a time was coming. A time like this will come. I told him, go and learn it very well, how to manufacture paint. Go and learn, ask questions about machines, the various types of machines, the best machines, and their prices. That was some years ago. I didn't even know that a time like this will come. I will encourage him to, hey, go deep into that because he has experience there. He has a skill there, painting. He has even produced his own paint sometime, and he had a shop that he sells his own paint. This is the time to go deeper into it on a very, very big scale. That one does not have any business in my own company, for instance. He has his own, he faces his own life squarely. And by the grace of God, if he does well, anytime we come now, we come for brothers meeting. He will pull his jeep here. I'll pull my own. Another person will pull his own. That is it. Not for all of them to come and choke their head into your own business. Please, I think that is I have said enough about this. Okay, let me just continue to round up. Think long term. This thing we're saying is generational wealth too. It's not just get rich quick. And I've told you, if it's too good to be true, don't go. If it's a get rich quick, there's something I call ROI, return on investment. If the IOR is huge, watch it. If the what they call payback period, that is the time when you start the business and when you start reaping. If it's just quick, watch it. Oh, we're talking of generational wealth. Think in terms of 5 years, 20 years. Think in terms of not quick wins. Think in terms of wealth that you bequeath to your next generation. Not just giddy, 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 giddy. Something that will give you stable, passive income. So far, so good. These are the tips I want us to internalize and archive and then go back to it. It might not be all low, it might not be a complete guide, but this is a little guide. And like I said yesterday and other days, somebody else who has more experience can also do a voice note like this and then share with us. Personally, I will also learn from it. Even if your experience is like just 5 years, I said your 5 years experience might be so touchy that it will change lives. Might be more than my 17 years experience in the bank or my 9 years experience in the field. So this is the thing. Anybody can come up, do your own voice note, share with the admins, and if the admins finds it worthy, we can, he or she can share it on the platform, and people will benefit. You never can tell these little lessons who it will help. So that is it. I want to round up here. Tomorrow we continue. Personally, I don't know now which area I need to go into. Before now I've not be going to work. I was on training, so I had all the time. And then the weekend I had all the time to check out one or two things. But now I've started work. That's why even this one is coming late. But by tomorrow, I'm sure to share something else that will be enriching. Thank you very much for listening. I still remain your anonymous financial advisor. Thank you. God bless you. Have a sweet night.